Hello, my name is Julia. I'm Business Development Officer of Cobalt Engine.
My name is Igor. I'm Business Development Officer of eWizard.
We are glad to have you all at our webinar. Today we'll expand on the issue how pharmaceutical companies can make their way to smart communication faster and easier, especially what concerns cooperation between global and local offices. We'll also define the reasons why it is so essential to improve eDetailing and how you can reduce time on development processes without losing the quality. So we will talk about eDetailing and the perspectives of its usage, and also about Cobalt and eWizard as a perfect combination of tools for eDetailing. By the way, you can ask your question during the webinar.
So, in the modern world, everyone can see the benefits of eDetailing over traditional sales rep detailing alone. As current technologies are constantly developing and changing, it is our duty to evaluate and redefine the terms that have popped up in our collective lexicon over the past decade. Thus, eDetailing is often used as a blanket term for various online or face-to-face physician marketing, promotional, and communication activities. eDetailing has become an increasingly popular communication channel for companies looking to reach out to medical professionals to educate them on the benefits and capabilities of their products. In recent years, looking for avenues to reduce costs and increase measurements of their traditional traveling sales forces, medical and pharmaceutical companies have been drastically increasing their investment in eDetailing over traditional print collateral.
So let us define the main benefits a company receives using eDetailing correctly and rendering it in the right direction. First of all, eDetailing is more cost-effective and efficient in maintaining interactions with physicians. Also, eDetailing significantly improves the accuracy of the product marketing message. eDetailing allows to provide pharmaceutical companies a much more accurate set of data around physician behavior. So no other technology offers more meaningful touchpoints, more opportunity for conversation, or stronger interactivity than this one. It's no wonder why the 97% of physicians prefer tablet eDetails over paper details for complex explanations. Moreover, the ability to provide medical representatives detail plus eDetailing can have a double effect towards prescription impact far beyond that of either technique alone.
It is essential to mention that with eDetailing you can also implement analytics, measurement tools, and the opportunities for professionals to request more information in the form of sales collateral or even samples. You can accomplish the same tasks as a traditional detailing sales call, but with greater efficiency and deeper engagement. Sales teams are always looking for a way to build a stronger connection with their customers. This is precisely what you can do when you make an investment in a great eDetailing offering.
It sounds good, but is it all that simple? Why then each company does not follow the rules of smart communication and just get a huge profit? The matter is that 1 out of 3 companies faces serious problems with communication between global and local offices, and it leads to breakdown of effective cooperation and targeting between them.
Yeah, this problem really exists because the experience shows that the workflow is getting worse when production agencies start offering their variants and strategies of work. The process turns into a total mess and even misunderstanding between different departments and offices of a company. So what is the key point here? How this drawback can be solved?
No doubt, unique standards is the way out here. Just imagine that you have modern HTML5 content production factory, built on a basis of latest technical ideas. This factory allows you to develop advanced eDetailing presentation from scratch, just with basic programming knowledge. All the workflow is automated. You are putting your design, your ideas and conception on assembly line, which is called Cobalt engine, and it is it is doing all the routine work for you. And meanwhile, each presentation will be filled with your unique content. So the only restriction here is your imagination. So such factory could really economize agencies' resources for e-detailing development from scratch. You probably might say that it is impossible. We'll prove we are almighty together with Cobalt. And the main factor is standardization. It will significantly simplify the cooperation of pharma companies with their e-detailing providers, which will work like a unique coordinated mechanism, kind of a real harmony which leads to success and development.
Cobalt is the perfect solution to the content development for any CLM systems. Imagine that you can have a limited budget for digital content development and several local offices for distributing it to them, which use various CLM systems. Undoubtedly, you will be looking for a digital or creative agency that will develop e-detailing faster at a lower cost and, if possible, without additional investments on its adaptation. If you are pressed for time and budget, having a strong need for the universal content, Cobalt Engine is a perfect solution.
So Cobalt's main aim is to reduce cost and pains without losing quality. In this case, we need Cobalt to be automated. Sometimes routine activities like attachment sliders with KPI tracking are not as difficult as too time-consuming, and sometimes they are just boring.
Automation does not prevent us from struggling on the documentation for different CLM instruments or remembering AP for sending emails and so on.
But the revolutionary idea of universal API and folder structure implementation for all major CLM players prevents us from this routine work. So we use same commands, same patterns, and same shortcuts in the process of development for different CLM platforms. Developed once, project can be easily converted to any CLM without changes.
Cobalt obviously has unique features which helps to streamline the processes, but that would be also great to have a tool that can edit and open presentations which were made on Cobalt. After the problem of the quality content production is solved, the time-consuming process of approval, localization, and sharing comes in place. To introduce even the slightest changes, you have to address to the agency. You may know that this solution can take up a lot of time because here are involved different steps of presentation creation. So, such as development of the presentation concept, creating ideas for design, the software part, testing and sending to a CLM. All these stages can take up to 2 months. Your company may face a problem during testing your presentation. It may not work perfectly with your CLM. So these problems are needless. Moreover, and not the most pleasant, the cost of such presentations is quite high. Furthermore, I can say that the creative agency may charge a fee for editing a presentation. For example, you need to change font on the text or its color or many other tiny details, and you must pay money for it. And of course, it takes some time.
But using a wizard, you don't need to apply to a creative agency to create an interactive presentation or to edit the existing one. You as the creator and the owner of the content. A wizard gives a helping hand in any content adjustments. Either you need to replace a single image or change text or modify the whole structure of the presentation, you can do it on your own. Become not only the co-creator of eDetailing, but its true owner. Adopt and target the content independently of any digital or creative agency. So Wizard is a kind of your eDetailing cloud, which turns digital content into the most easily accessible, powerful means of communication with the target audience, empowering to deliver the right key message at the right time via the right channel. This integrated platform suggests a universal approach to creating and adapting interactive presentations to the current customer needs, establishing targeted, insightful interaction, and helping to build and keep smart relationships with the customers.
Using a wizard, you can create your own presentation with the help of pre-designed templates that are optimized for pharmaceutical sales, which are tailored to match your specific needs. Or you can build your own templates using Template Constructor. You can realize your ideas with no programming skills, use images, videos, and charts to enhance your presentation. You can change your content however you want it, customizing each slide according to your marketing campaign. You can localize your eDetailing presentations on the fly. You can create your own demo mode for e-learning and training. Build scenarios for sales calls and observe changes instantly while processing. eWizard allows you to export eDetailing presentation in a zip format and upload them to a CLM system such as V7, Ignicio, Shkura, Sysdim, Viva, Feature. You can collect KPI and track field force activity, also capture customer feedback. eWizard is your eDetailing cloud that gives you plentiful multi-channel marketing opportunities with sharing through email as a PDF file, PPT, or a web page, or just as a standalone application for iOS and Android. eWizard provides full implementation into Salesforce.com. That means you can create and edit your presentations directly in Salesforce. You can reach more customers by sharing the presentation with your Salesforce contacts right from the CRM system, creating mass mailing campaigns with a link to the presentation and capture live feedback remotely and transforming data into the quality information. The analytics enriched by data received from face-to-face and remote calls track customers' attitude to the whole presentation or each slide, average time on the slide, and the most frequently used materials. Update the interactive content according to the analysis of its efficiency. Compare the specific and overall reports on shared eDetailing. Browse slides, time on each slide, and the specialties of those who has viewed the presentation. So in general, what we have is a professional tool for innovative and high-quality approach in working with eDetailing, which consists of the concept creation, implementation, and configuration of KPI, demonstration on the tablet during personal visit, and the ability to open a link remotely with recording of the results in CRM automatically. Our tool, eWizard, is a cross-platform tool that runs on iOS, Android, and Windows.
Using unique technology, Cobalt Development Framework, we created the product with no competition in the market. So, Cobalt and eWizard is an ideal combination for eDetailing creation. Each presentation developed on Cobalt engine can be edited, localized, distributed, and shared with eWizard. The combination of Cobalt and eWizard lets you manage the whole content of the presentation, that is, images, text, colors, and so on, independently, without addressing the developers. Cobalt and eWizard suggest a unified approach to HTML5 presentations development for pharmaceutical companies, thus standardizing the process of content production and minimizing investments on eDetailing adaptation to any CLM system. These powerful tools require just basic programming skills. Strike the balance between high performance and scalability and streamline the development processes due to a set of automation tools and also due to MVC-oriented approach.
The new generation of the platforms for eDetailing development is at your disposal. The usage of these very platforms, Cobalt and eWizard, grants you an opportunity to save time and on development and customization. You can approve and share headquarters between the information between headquarters and local units. You can change and manage the presentations with no programming skills. Create the unique interactive presentations on your own. Can reduce investments on eDetailing development. Can become independent of the CLM systems. You can discover new markets, open the new communication channels, effortlessly supervise and tune the interactions between developers, designers, and managers. eWizard and Cobalt combination perfectly suits in a workflow of pharmaceutical companies. It gives you effective communication between headquarters and local unit and among local teams.
So, summing it all up, we advise you to visit our official website on the link which is indicated on the screen.
Also, you can download eWizard Mobile from iTunes and Google Play for free.
Well, this is all for now, so thank you for your attention. We will be glad to take all your questions, which you can send to the email that is also shown on your screens now. Have a nice day.
Goodbye and have a nice day.
Bye bye.